Heading to go get eggs today. I didn't pick them up yesterday, so I'm assuming there's a lot. Y'all, it is straight up dangerous wearing sandals around chickens. Hey, I'm working on it. I can't walk to feed you if you're, oh, the sandals. This is such a bad idea. I gotta quit wearing the sandals. Oh my goodness gracious. Bertha. Guys, if y'all have chickens, have you ever experienced having a bloody egg? I just saw our 4th bloody egg. 2 from my little cookie, and then 2 from one of my Americanas. And I just don't know, is it from my rooster or what's going on? Or is that like signal something bad? Lots of rain means dirty, dirty eggs. I really cannot stand that. Well, this is one day and one morning of not gathering eggs. The elderberry cuttings that I planted, you know, I had mentioned before that I got 2 different varieties or breeds from a couple of shops on Etsy. One was a farm in Oklahoma and one was a place in Florida. I'm super pleased with the ones that I got from the farm in Oklahoma. They are growing beautifully. They sent me really nice thick stalks or stems. The ones that came from Florida, I'm a little disappointed in. 2 of them are growing. Well, one is growing for sure. One, I think, and actually I think 2 of them are, but they basically sent me twigs. Maybe that's not a big deal. This is my first year growing the elderberries, so I don't know, maybe that's not a big deal, but just comparing the 2 products that I got, the ones from Florida are really, really dinky. So these are the ones from Oklahoma. They're beautiful. I ordered 5, they sent me 7, and they're doing great. These little dinky things are the ones from Florida, and this one looked like this, and then they started coming up down here, which is great. This one showed up with some green right here. Oh, it's hard to see what I'm doing. Some green right there, and then it like started dying away. You can see right here, and then more green came, and then it looks like it's dying at the end. So I don't know. And then this one's just not doing anything. I know that elderberries are self-fertile, but from what I read, they do better if they have another breed to cross-pollinate with. So that's why I wanted to get 2 different varieties. And thankfully, you know, there's at least one that's actually growing well. It's just kind of disappointing. I mean, if you've grown elderberry before, or you've bought cuttings before, is it normal for them to send you tiny little twigs? Because from what the picture looked like on Etsy, they looked like this size, and then they sent me that. So I don't want to like put a bad review or anything, because, you know, I don't know. I don't want to affect someone's business like that. When it comes to like small businesses, but I am pretty disappointed. I feel like they were like at the end of their stash of like, here, we'll just give her these little tiny twigs. Another thing I'm super excited about, I bought my summer wardrobe, and by my summer wardrobe I mean my 2 pairs of summer overalls, and I found on Duluth Trading Co. they were having a spring sale. Everything was 25% off. So I ordered these gardening overalls. They're like the best material, stretchy. The straps are stretchy. There's like a bazillion pockets on them. And I ordered them and I got them. I love them so much. And I told my husband, I was like, can I get another pair? And he was like, yeah. And so I ordered the only other color that he didn't hate. They had one that has vegetables all over it. I'd wear it, but he was like, you're not getting that. Not like in a mean way, you know, but he thought they were hideous. So the other pair will be here soon. I will have to show them to you guys at some point today. I'll probably put them on and I'll show you guys. If you garden or do like any type of work outdoors, they are so awesome. I don't know about you ladies, but it bugs me when I go into places like Tractor Supply and they act like women don't do hard work outside. And they have like, you know, 3 racks of clothes for women, and by racks I mean like the little circular type things, and it's like frilly Western wear, and it bugs me because the men's side has all of the awesome work shirts and the work pants and all of that. And we work too. I like being outside. I like getting my hands dirty. I like working in the garden. And I need work clothes for that too, you know. So it's really nice to find a company that has so many options for women. They have awesome shirts, and they even have like tanks with the built-in bras and stuff like that. So I'm definitely going to want to get some more stuff from them at some point. Plot twist, you guys. So the septic guy had to come back out because I was running laundry and the toilet started bubbling. And it had been doing that the last couple of days. I'm like, why is it doing that? Maybe there's like a blockage. You need to run like something through the pipes. And then I looked outside and my daughter was moving the hose, and I thought she had just turned it on and like hosed down where they had dug up the septic cap because there was a lot of water. Or not a lot, but there was enough that I noticed it, and then I realized the hose was off and water had come up. So we have to get a new septic. The guy worked with us just trying to figure out like what the best option would be. Gosh, my chickens are being so loud. And what would be the most cost effective and best for the new owners, because that was important for us. And unfortunately, you guys, it means that we have to rip out the entire garden. So the entire fencing, all the beds, everything has to come out because it is literally the only place that the lateral lines can go in. That kind of closes the chapter on this house for us. I mean, we were already ready to leave and move and stuff, but it really just, it just seals the deal, you know. The garden's gonna be gone, and it's kind of sad for the next owners. But there are other places that they could put a garden. There's just not other places that we can put the lateral lines. So today I'm actually going in there to get the rest of my lettuces, my cilantro, my onions, and bring them over here to my planters because I'm going to let the chickens in there today and just let them go crazy. I already went over and transplanted some lettuces. They're going to look a little rough for a little while, but they'll bounce back. I transplanted these yesterday, and they are feeling a little rubbery, but I think they're going to be okay. And then that cilantro that I transplanted, it looked like it really took it hard. And then look at all the new growth. So it's doing great. It's the first day of unleavened bread, and we're hanging out in the garden. It's beautiful outside. My kiddos are out here. Chickens are out here tearing things up. The dog. The bees showed up, you guys.
Look how pretty that tree is.
The babies are out here in the brooder. We got the big girls checking them out. It'll focus on them. There we go. Well, hello there, darling. I'm in the garage trying to figure out where my husband put his drill because I got some more red cups because I need to up pot all of my seedlings so that they can have more nutrition in their soil. Some of them are getting pretty large, and I'm waiting for a planter to come in the mail. But I am wearing my new overalls, you guys, and I know I talked about that a little bit earlier in the video about my new overalls, so I thought I'd show them to you really quick. So my tripod broke, so right now I have this sitting kind of balancing on this thing. I'm going to show you the top. Of course, the only complaint I have is like the stretchy straps don't stay put sometimes. But, nope, this isn't going to work. Hold on. Alright, this is going to have to do, you guys. Alright, so these are from Duluth Trading Co. Just squat down really quick. And I probably should have looked at the material beforehand. But they have all of these pockets. I mean, there's just so many pockets. It's awesome. I have my flashlight there. And then inside here, there's more pockets. And pretty soon, I'll be getting a multi-tool to keep on me because everyone should have a multi-tool. I'm going to back up and show them to you. The legs roll up and they have a little cuff thing to turn them into capris, which is awesome for summer. Super breathable, stretchy. I had been wearing my favorite blue jean overalls in the summer when I garden, but they are super uncomfortable for gardening. They're just, you know, it's blue jean material, so it's not stretchy. Of course, I'm sure you could find stretchy ones, but these to me are just hands down superior. So I'm going to stand up and show you these. Here they are. Lots of pockets. Lots and lots of pockets, you guys. Lots of pockets. All the pockets. And they have the buttons and the stretchy straps. Duluth, you did good. You did real good. One more thing before I forget. They also have inseam lengths on these, which is amazing. Because if you are short, vertically challenged like I am, it is almost a given that normal length things are going to be dragging the floor. Or, you know, straight leg jeans are going to have to be rolled over once. So let me turn this around really quick. You see that? Yeah. Perfect. Perfection. And yes, I'm totally rocking my sandals. And guys, it's already starting. I get a sandal tan every year. Love it. So classy. Right, it's time to pot these. I actually heard this for the first time and it totally made sense. I don't know why I didn't think about it, but somebody was saying that they needed to move their seedlings out of the cells and move them into cups with more dirt because they would run out of nutrition from the soil. And that just made perfect sense to me. So I am out here and I'm going to remedy that today. I'm going to show you guys what I'm using. Nothing fancy, just some red Solo cups. Poke some holes in the bottom for drainage. Make sure you have drainage holes. And I'm just going to fill these up with a really good quality organic potting soil. And I'll show you guys how I split up the tomatoes and everything once it's done, I guess. My helper over here, she's going to help me fill up my cups. And we're going to sit down. I actually need to get my list so I know what's what. And I'm going to mark on there with a Sharpie on each cup. And so we can remember. Also, here's the lettuces, you guys. I've been keeping them shaded because it was a little bit of a hard transition for them. I'm trying to help them bounce back. We have a visitor. He wants to come hang out. You can't do it. You'll be knocking stuff over. These are looking good. I'm also watering with a Alaskan fish fertilizer. This is still considered organic gardening. It's OMRI certified. I started using this last year and I like it. So I'm just giving a little water as they transition over into their own cups. I'm giving some water with this in it. One thing I will say about that fish fertilizer is it stinks. So be prepared to wash what you're wearing and to wash your hands really good because it smells like fish. Gross. Okay guys, I'm going to attempt to show you guys how I separate out my tomatoes. I don't have my tripod, like I said, so I'm going to try and set up the camera in a way that you can see what I'm doing. You generally want to separate your tomatoes until they have their first set of real leaves, not their sprouting leaves. So, and I hope you can hear me over the wind. So, mine, they have them. They're still pretty small, but I'm going to go ahead and transplant them anyway, and I think they'll be fine. So, let's get to that. This is a terrible angle, but it's going to have to do. So, I'm going to start out with my orange hat tomatoes. Now, they are meant to be in containers. They're a dwarf tomato plant. So, I'm actually going to be putting them all in the same container, but for right now, these ones I'm not going to separate into different cups. I'm just going to give them their own little spot in the cup, and then when they get a little bit bigger, I'm going to transplant them into the container. So I'll start with those. So I grabbed the whole thing. You can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I'll separate them in threes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate them into threes. So pull them apart. You just want to be careful to not rip their roots. So just very gently pull them apart into 3 or 6 individual little sprouts. See, there we go. And then you just plant each one. And tomatoes will actually sprout roots along that hairy part of their stem. So I'm gonna see if I can show you this. Okay, you see the little fuzzies? Those will actually turn into roots. So you can plant these pretty deep, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So there we go, I have those planted out in here. If you are wanting expert advice, someone who's really not learning as they go still like I am, go check out Jess from Roots and Refuge Farm. She is just like a tomato connoisseur genius, and I've learned stuff from her. And if you're looking for like solid advice, I would definitely check out her channel. I'm still learning as I'm going, learning as I'm growing. But you know, I'm seeing what works for me and what doesn't, and I'm hoping that what I'm doing right now will work. This is my 3rd or 4th year gardening. I can't remember. I think 4th. So yeah, I'm gonna keep planting, and I'll show you guys once I'm totally done. Alrighty. Well, what I did was I separated the tomatoes from my other plants. And before I sign off, I'm going to go show you guys the greenhouse covers that we have. And my plan is, if we have any heavy rain or a super cool night, I'm just going to throw our greenhouse covers, one over each of these, and that will keep them protected. So yeah, I'm going to run over there, and then I'm going to sign off for the day. It looks like a hot mess, but it doesn't matter because it's going to get torn down anyway. Chickens have been in here just tearing things up. We already pulled up a bed. I tore that up. We got to do that with all of these. But this is what I was talking about with the greenhouse cover. So it's perfect. It'll protect them from the rain, and it'll insulate them at night. They're not quite as pretty as they used to be. Obviously, they're kind of weathered now. But we have several of these. So I'll be throwing that over the plants, and that will protect them at night. Do you guys think the chickens want to come out? Alright guys, I'm going to grab eggs and sign off. I hope y'all have a blessed day. And I hope you enjoyed the vlog. And I'll see you guys next time.